All right, everyone, I have one of my favorite type of cars. This is a 1998 Saturn SL1 four-door sedan with a decent level of equipment. And I'm going to go over everything with you. First of all, we'll start her right up. All right, as you can see, that's a cold start, so you guys can, feel good that I started it cold. It's got low mileage for the year. It only has 126,972 miles. One of the reasons I like Saturns is because they just seem to run forever. I've literally had many Saturns with well over 200,000 miles. And this one should be absolutely no different. It's actually in very nice condition. It is not perfect. It does have some flaws, which I will go over. But overall, I would say this is a very good car. And for the price I'm going to sell it for, it's going to be a heck of a deal. Let's start with the power windows. Right rear, I can hear the motor working, but it does not operate. Right front, no problem. All right, come on around. Oops, wrong switch. Let's do left rear, no problem. And of course, the all-important driver's window, no problem. Let's see, it's got manual mirrors. Actually, this is kind of weird. This is what Saturn did. It's a manual mirror on the left-hand side, but what's cool is it's got a power mirror on the right. And as you can see, that works perfectly, because that's where you really need the power anyway. This vehicle is equipped with cruise control, the horn. Oh, wrong spot. There you go. Wipers, as you can see, they work as they should. It's got an AM/FM cassette. Now here,
if you or someone in your family is a veteran,
as you can see, the radio works. I can't comment. I don't own any cassettes. Most people are going to rip it out and put their own thing in there anyway. The air conditioner does work. It's just too cold out today to actually demonstrate that to you. Not that you could tell anyway, because obviously you can't feel how cold it is, even if it was hot out. What else do we have here? I believe this is an adjustable steering wheel. Let me feel around under here. Yep, see there, it goes down and up. That's adjustable. It's got rear window defogger. Just like I said, it's not really loaded, but it's, it's not a piece of junk either. It's not roll-up windows. Okay, let's check out now. As you can see, the interior is actually in very nice condition. The seats do have some staining on them that I tried hard. I couldn't get it all out. They're not horrible to look at. And as you can see, the passenger panel is pretty nice. The floor is in very nice, clean condition, as is the rest of the vehicle. It's not all beat up and whatnot. But like I said, there are some stains I couldn't get out. So if you want to grab yourself some dry cleaning fluid at Walmart or whatever and have a whack at it, you might have some success with it. All right, let's go. Here's your driver's panel. Let me show you your driver's seat. It does show a little bit of wear and tear right there and a little bit right there. About what you would expect, though. I mean, come on, folks. Let's think about this. This car is, 14, 15 years old. So it isn't going to be perfect. There's your driver's floor, and as you can see, pretty darn nice condition. That's remote trunk and remote fuel filler door. All right, let's check out, like I always do, we're going to do the tires first. Left front tire. Feels all right. I'm going to give that about 65%. All right, it does have the Saturn wheel covers on it. This back one's much better. That's probably more like 80%. Let's come on around here. Let's check this side. Yep, this matches the other side, same brand, and that's about 80%. And the front tire, yeah, that's probably about 65, 70%. So yeah, I'm gonna guess that these front tires on this vehicle have probably been on this since it was, they put them on as a set. They're 4 matching tires is what I'm trying to say to you. And the front ones obviously wear out quicker than the back. So let's call the front 65, 70%, the backs 85, 90%, somewhere around there. Anyway, very nice maroon paint. As you can see, there's no scratches, obviously no dents because it's made out of plastic. And the fender looks very nice. This is the passenger door. I see a couple of scratches on it, but not bad. Okay, on the pillar, this is called the A pillar. A little bit of the clear coat coming off. Let's do the rest of the roof. It looks clean and shiny, and then, here's your C pillar, and that's a little bit there. All right, but both doors all look pretty nice. The whole car, actually, as a whole, looks pretty decent. I think there's only one bit of damage on the entire thing. Now you can see the door jamb. There's obviously not going to be any rust. I'm not going to even have to do, I'm just going to show you, there's no point in me doing door frames like I normally do, because I do that to show rust. Well, this car's made out of plastic. It's not going to have rust. There's your interior. There's that, and there, oh, I'll do the back seat when I open the doors up. All right, and let's go into the back here. And there you go. Yeah, even the back seat, you know, as you can see, for some odd reason, must have had floor mats its whole life. I don't know where they went to, because the floor is very nice and clean, but like I said, as you can see, a couple of stains on the seat. You know what, if it really bothers you, the best thing I recommend is go out and spend $30 on some nice seat covers. Or, like I said, I suggest you can get the dry cleaning fluid and try to get the surfaces cleaned. Alright, right rear quarter panel, clean, no scratches, nothing, very nice. Here's your trunk. Let's open this up, take a look inside here. And as you can see, very spacious trunk, and it looks like, yes, it's got a split fold down 60/40 seats. So you actually have quite a bit, as you can see, of cargo space. So you can actually fold those seats down and have all that space up to the back of the front seats. Lifting this up, it's got the screw thing on here. Let me see if I can peek under here and see if there's a tire in here. Yes, I see a spare tire right there. Okay, let's close her up. The trunk, it's got a scratch there, and as you can see, a scratch there. I think this in the hood is the only metal part on the car, actually. All right, the rear bumper is in very nice condition. Usually they're all beat up and everything, but this isn't bad. All right, let's go underneath and take a look-see. All right, there you go. There you go. There's your underneath of the car. All right, coming up this side, this is your left rear quarter panel. Looks to be in pretty good shape. Got a little bit of a scrape right there, but other than that, I'd say, yeah, really, really nice. Again, same thing as on the other side. As you can see, the clear coat is coming off of the C pillar and going on around down to the A pillar. So other than that, it's not perfect, as I said, at all. All right, now this door is the only one that has an issue. Well, actually, let me open this up, show you the inside on this side. Nice clean door jambs and whatnot. This door is also very clean. No scratches, no gouges. Yeah, this is about the only damage at all on this car. As you can see, this is what happens with a plastic car. Okay? They don't dent, they don't ding, but they will crack. So obviously somebody either backed into it or something like that. Not a big deal. It doesn't take that much away from the way the car looks. But if it really bugs you, you could probably put a new door skin on it. I would personally, on a car like this, at the nice inexpensive price I'm going to be selling it for, and it's such a nice mechanical car, I wouldn't even worry about that. But that's up to you. Everybody's different. Left front fender, nice, clean, in great shape. Coming around to the front of the car. Headlights. This car does have daytime running lights. As you can see, they're nice and clean and clear. Your bumper looks very nice. Very clean. Let's take a look underneath. Let's see what we got. Yeah, pretty much most of it is covered up by that plastic shield. But the heart and soul, of course, of any vehicle is this part right here, the engine and the transmission. And as you can hear right now, it sounds fantastic. But this is just a great, reliable little engine, I gotta tell you. All right, let me rev it up for you. You guys can listen and hear how she sounds. And now, as you could hear, it sounds perfect. There's no high rev knocks. I revved it as high as the rev limiter would let me. Obviously, they have what they call a rev limiter on it. There's no valve train noise. There's no lifter noise. So yeah, this is a very, very nice running car. As you can see, it looks like it's even got new hoses on it. I know I did some work to it, but I don't think I put hoses on it. So this car, I do believe, was well maintained. It looks like the serpentine belt's in great shape. Just a nice car. Here's the underside of your hood. Never understood why Saturn never painted their door jambs or the underside of their hoods. I guess to save a few bucks, I don't know. All right, let me close this. And as you can see, the hood does have some stone chips in it, but nothing really, major, nothing to worry about. Here, we'll look down this side. Like I said, you can't hardly even see that crack in the door, from the sides. All right, now the next thing what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this buggy out for a spin, and I think you guys will really like the way that she runs. All right, folks, now we're gonna go take it for a ride. Now, one thing I forgot to mention, I do have remote keyless entry with this. You can open the trunk, you know, the doors, that sort of thing, which is a great feature, I always thought. I don't know if I only have the one of these, but I'll put in the listing how many remotes and keys I do have. Now, this is a tip for you, whether you buy a car from me or not, doesn't matter. What you should always do is make sure you see the car start ice cold, like you just saw me do before. That's why I showed you the temperature gauge. And you also want to see it start warm, all right? Because some cars will start fine when they're cold, but if they have a bad start or something like that when they're warmed up, they may not start. So you always want to do that, make sure hot and cold, and vice versa, of course. Now, nice thing about this car is it's got a 4-speed automatic transmission rather than the usual 3-speed that comes in the SL1. So this was like the upgraded SL1. What's important about that? Well, it's an extra gear. Basically what that means is you're going to get better fuel economy. All right, and here we go, out on the highway. Shade down, I think the sun's right in my eyes. Terrible time of day to do this. Now, as you can see, we're doing almost 55 miles an hour. It's shifted nice and smooth. The car actually handles good. Look at this, my hands aren't even on the wheel, you know, and just the car just goes nice and straight. This is just a terrific running car. I really, really like this car. It's going to be a great deal. Another great thing about Saturns is they're very inexpensive to fix. And don't worry about parts availability, folks. Believe me, there's still parts for many, many years to come on this car. This car will be in the junkyard and gone for 10 years before they ever even think about running out of parts. So you have nothing to worry about there. All right, I'm gonna turn around here. We'll head back to the lot. Nice little turning radius on this thing too. Not real tiny. I had to back up a little bit, but not bad. I don't know why I chose rush hour, what we call rush hour around here to do this. All right, listen up. I'm going to be quiet and you can listen to it shift. Here we go. There we are, 4th gear, 55 miles an hour, absolutely no problem. So next thing I'm going to do for you guys is a brake test. Okay, now what that consists of, very simply, I just checked the cruise control. It does work. Very good. I'm going to pull into this vacant lot, slam on the brakes, let go of the steering wheel, and you guys keep your eyes on the steering wheel because you want to make sure that at least you can tell through video that the brake equalization is okay. You know, and make sure the steering wheel doesn't buck wildly one way or the other. So it's the best I can do through video. All right, I'm gonna pull in here, start slow it down a little bit. There's a little patch of gravel. Take my hands off the wheel and, okay, very good news, folks. Did you notice that steering wheel stayed rock solid? Well, what that tells you is that, yes, it's got good brake equalization. And I can tell you from just having stood on the brakes that they're very good. They work very well. And that is also, just so you know, one of the things I have checked when I send a car down to my mechanic and have them go through the car, I always make sure they have brakes. So if the brakes are bad or if they think they're gonna be bad, I'll replace them. I don't remember whether I did that on this or not. I'd have to look at my records, but the brakes sure felt good to me. Okay, so let's do a little recap. This is a 1998 Saturn SL1, but with a nice level of equipment. 4-speed automatic overdrive, dual airbags, it's front wheel drive, great first car for a kid, by the way, too. And it's got, you know, nice equipment, power windows, air conditioning, radio, cruise, all that stuff. Now, what I'm going to do now is, if I can do this, I'm going to try to take the camera off here, off the tripod, and I'm going to do is we're going to walk around out in the sun so you can see how nice this car looks. Because before I did it in the shade, because I try to eliminate shadows, that way, because it gets really annoying for you guys if there's a lot of shadows in the way when I'm doing this. So, but you know what? You also want to be able to see your car out in the sun too. So let me back up away so you can see. Very pretty car. Like I said, it's got that one crack in the door. That's about the only flaw cosmetically. You know, clear coat paint, of course, that kind of stuff. But like I said, mechanically, I find nothing wrong with the car. There's no strange noises, no strange smells. It's got plenty of pep, and like I said, for the year, it's actually got very low mileage. So here we go, folks. If you know of someone, or if you yourself need a good, reliable, long-lasting, inexpensive to maintain vehicle, this is the one I recommend for you. And as I always do, I hope this car goes to someone who needs a good, reliable car. Thanks.